Opening. Cinematic drone sweeps across glowing desert dunes at golden hour. The camera dives toward a modern studio hangar where two machines stand under shifting light. A massive, rugged 2025-2026 Toyota Land Cruiser LC300 and a low, sculpted silhouette, the Toyota GT Super. The host walks into frame, energized, mic flipped, ready. Host on camera, confident, fast-paced. What's up, everyone, welcome back. Today we've got a double feature. Toyota's toughest SUV and its boldest concept. I'm talking about the refreshed 2025-2026 Land Cruiser LC300, and the long-rumored Toyota GT Super, a halo car meant to put Toyota back in the global supercar spotlight. We're going to break down design, color options, tech, powertrains, and everything that actually matters. Let's roll. Voiceover with exterior, interior, and off-road clips. The LC300 continues to be Toyota's all-terrain flagship, the go-anywhere, survive-anything SUV that's evolved from decades of adventure DNA. For 2025-2026, Toyota's goal was clear: add electrification, increase refinement, and modernize technology, without sacrificing that bulletproof toughness. What you get is a truck that feels both more efficient and more comfortable, yet still capable of taking a beating on sand, rock, or mud. Host close-up on front end. Design-wise, Toyota didn't reinvent the shape, they refined it. The LC300 still stands tall and boxy with that unmistakable Land Cruiser stance. But look closer. The front fascia now features a more integrated grille, slimmer adaptive LED headlights, and extra underbody protection built into the design. The GR Sport variant dials it up with a blacked-out grille, bigger cutouts for cooling, matte accents, and a slightly wider, more planted stance. Host panning alongside profile. From the side, it keeps that flat roofline and clean, squared-off arches, the kind of profile that says utility and strength in every line. Toyota made subtle aerodynamic tweaks too, especially around the mirrors and tailgate, to reduce wind noise and boost efficiency on long drives. Host pointing to screen with color swatches, and now, colors. Toyota kept the classics. Arctic white, onyx black, and graphite gray are back. You've also got striking shades like deep emerald and desert bronze, depending on the region. GR Sport trims introduce special matte finishes, stealthy dual-tone packages, and exclusive badges. Some markets even get heritage-style two-tone paints, think white tops with vintage beige or green bodies. Toyota's smart. They know Land Cruiser owners love individuality, so they're giving you plenty of options to stand out, whether you're parking in the city or crossing a canyon. Voiceover with engine bay shots. Under the hood, powertrain options vary by market. North America and select global markets get Toyota's 2.4-liter turbo hybrid setup. That's 326 combined horsepower with better fuel economy and low-end torque thanks to the electric assist. Other regions retain the muscular 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 diesel, tuned for torque-heavy pulling power. In some higher trims, Toyota even pairs that diesel with mild hybrid tech, pushing performance to nearly 400 horsepower while cutting emissions. Whichever setup you get, the LC300 remains every bit the brute it's meant to be, just smarter. Host as footage shows crawling through dunes and rocks, and the off-road tech is classic Toyota, just more refined. Full-time 4WD with low range, crawl control, multi-terrain select, hill start and descent assists, all standard on most trims. The GR Sport variant. It's got front and rear electronic locking differentials, reinforced suspension, and retuned dampers for high-speed off-roading. The result? A Land Cruiser that can hammer through rough terrain yet still glide quietly on the highway. Host inside cabin, hands-on wheel, step inside, and the story changes from brute force to pure comfort. The new cabin layout is more horizontal, with an emphasis on visibility and function. Toyota gave the LC300 soft touch panels, brushed metal trims, and optional leather or synthetic suede upholstery depending on spec. The 12.3-inch central display is crisp, running Toyota's latest multimedia interface, wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and voice assist all standard. Even the gauge cluster gets a digital upgrade, with configurable layouts that adapt from city to off-road modes. Host pointing to center console, practical touches, cooled and heated seats, multiple USB-C ports, rear seat entertainment options, and triple-zone climate control make this feel like a luxury SUV without losing its rugged spirit. Toyota even improved storage design. Deeper cubbies, hidden charging docks, and cup holders big enough for actual travel mugs. Voiceover with HUD and 360 camera footage. Safety-wise, Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 is standard across the lineup. Adaptive cruise, lane tracing, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, all included. The LC300 also adds a 360-degree multi-terrain monitor that lets you see under the vehicle, literally showing your front wheels and suspension as you crawl over rocks. Trailer sway control and enhanced towing assist make it as capable for hauling boats as it is for conquering dunes. Host standing by both vehicles, so the LC300's message is simple: evolution, not revolution. You're getting legendary reliability, wrapped in modern luxury, powered by hybrid brains and GR Sport brawn. It's the perfect mix for anyone who wants one vehicle to do it all: commute, camp, and conquer. Cut. Sharp transition beat. Lights drop. Spotlights rise on the low-slung coupe next to it. Host grinning, walking toward the GT Super. Alright, now let's switch gears, literally, and talk about the complete opposite end of Toyota's spectrum. The rumored Toyota GR GT Super. A car that's meant to prove Toyota can do supercar drama again. Voiceover with concept renderings. The GT Super, sometimes referred to internally as the GR GT, is Toyota's long-awaited Halo project. It's Gazoo Racing's interpretation of a next-generation supercar. Think front mid-engine proportions, long nose, short deck, wide stance, all inspired by endurance racing machines. The design language echoes the GR010 hybrid race car but distilled into something road legal. Host gesturing to a digital render, this thing looks like it's carved by the wind. Massive front intakes, deep side channels, integrated diffusers, and an active rear wing. Everything's functional. No fake vents here. Expect the headlights to mimic Toyota's new signature LED strip with aggressive DRLs, and the taillights to stretch full width with a razor-thin LED bar. It's sculpted aggression from every angle. Host animated overlay of color palette. Color-wise, Toyota knows how to make a statement with its GR line. Expect supersonic red, storm matte gray, pearl white, and midnight black metallic as core options. But Gazoo Racing will go wilder. Think carbon finishes, two-tone split schemes, and limited edition track liveries inspired by Toyota's WEC race cars. This is not a car you hide, it's one you showcase. Voiceover with motion test footage. Performance specs are still under wraps, but insiders point to a hybridized powertrain, possibly a twin-turbo V8 or a highly tuned 3.5-liter V6 paired with electric motors for instantaneous torque. Power estimates hover between 600 and 800 horsepower. Expect lightning-fast dual-clutch transmission, adaptive suspension, and aerodynamic systems that actively adjust in corners and straights. Host close-up of digital cockpit render inside. The GT Super's cabin is pure driver focus, low seating position, deep bolsters, and a wraparound dash inspired by jet cockpits. Expect digital telemetry displays, lightweight materials like Alcantara and carbon fiber, and even customizable drive modes that alter the sound profile, steering weight, and aero balance. It's not about luxury here, it's about control. Voiceover with Nürburgring footage. Toyota's engineers are reportedly testing prototypes at the Nürburgring, and sources close to Gazoo Racing hint that it'll rival entries from McLaren and Ferrari, but with Toyota's reliability edge. It's performance with peace of mind. Host standing between both vehicles, so here's the contrast. On one side, the Land Cruiser LC300, built to conquer continents. On the other, the GR GT Super, engineered to conquer circuits. Both showcase Toyota's dual personality, one focused on endurance, the other on exhilaration. Host smiling to camera. Two takeaways. The Land Cruiser LC300 refines toughness for the modern age, while the GT Super redefines Toyota's performance image entirely. If you're into understated strength, the Cruiser's your machine. But if you crave speed, noise, and attention, the GT Super's your ticket. Host leaning on LC300. So, which one would you pick for your dream garage? The unstoppable Land Cruiser, or the untamed GT Super? Drop your answer in the comments below. Hit that like button, and make sure you're subscribed, because we've got more Toyota deep dives and first drive footage coming soon. End card. Upbeat synth music plays. Split screen montage shows the LC300 charging through dunes and the GT Super tearing across a test track. Subscribe for more Toyota breakdowns. Flashes across screen.